Hello everyone. This is our third video on a course of computer aided manufacturing using Siemens NX12. In this video, some of our learning objectives would be the setting of the tool geometry for the reference. We have already made the reference CAD in the previous video, and in this video we would be setting the program tools and geometry so that the our blank can be machined, and we can analyze the various aspects of the tools while it would be machining. So in this video we will cover, first of all, we would be creating the tool. We would be using only one tool in this video, that is mill type tool for facing and making holes, and the two operations which we will be doing would be facing the four sides and making a hole, as you might have seen in the CAD which we have prepared. So let's start with the NX. So this was our geometry which we had created in the previous video. So we would first set its templates. We can choose variety of templates from this list. We would be using general setup for this video, and general fixtures would be used. Our geometry is connected in this manufacturing of NX12. Our CAD model is automatically connected in this CAD, in this manufacturing toolbar. So first of all, we would be creating a geometry. For creating the geometry, we would be clicking on this tab, select the location of the geometry where we want to create it. We would be using MCS mill inside this global coordinate system and MCS. For specifying the part, specify this whole part blank, specification of the blank. Blank can be bounding block like this, or a bounding cylinder like this one. We can extend this also. We can extend this bounding cylinder by changing the coordinates in the Z direction. Increase, see, our blank would be having more length in the Z direction. But if we are able to get a blank which is close to the face which we require, then why would we add more material, and it would increase our cost. So setting the blank length in the Z direction, positive Z direction, to 0 would be fine. So this dot symbol signifies that our selection is done. So our geometry is created. Now we would be creating the tool which we should be used for the facing operations and hole making operations. For creating the tool, click here. Various tools are available. One small point to keep in mind while selection of the tool is that the diameter of this hole or any feature should be larger than this tool diameter. Otherwise, the operation would not run. We would be selecting the mill tool. See, Here the dimensions of the tools are specified. Based on these dimensions only, the geometry should be made while making the initial CAD. If the diameter of this hole or any feature is smaller than this diameter of the tool, then these operations would not run. Default Using the default values would be fine. If you want, by if you want, you can change these parameters according to the tools available in the workshop. Okay, so our geometry is created, tool is added. Our tool addition can be seen in the operation navigator machine tool. See, here is the tool which we had created. Now for generating the path, we would be generating the operations like facing and hole making. There are two basic type of operations for facing, that is floor and floor and wall with IPW. So floor and wall with IPW has an advantage that this helps us to determine uh, the processes which had happened earlier on the part as well, and it also detects that that if the programming of any kind, programming done by us is not correct somehow, then it would detect it, and our final stock would be same as the initial blank or billet. So we would be going with floor and wall with IPW for facing operations, and for making hole we would be using the hole milling operations. See, there is an alert which indicates us that we need to specify the geometry. So this is an advantage of using the IPW, 3D IPW. Selecting the same geometry where we had specified, there are options, but in workpiece the blank was not specified. In workpiece 1 the blank was specified. Now we would be selecting the area which would be cut by the tool, that is the mill tool. Check the cutting parameters. (3D IPW) should be selected. Okay, so everything is now prepared. So now let us generate the tool path. Select the tool. See, this is the tool path which our tool would take while operation. You can go to program navigator, operation navigator, and programs. you can see here that our program is added. Similarly, we would be creating the programs for these four remaining faces and one program for making the whole. This is it for this video. Hope you all liked this video. Please share this video amongst your friends and subscribe our channel Start Scratch. Thank you all once again for watching this video.